Welcome back to Flying Sparks Garage. Flying Sparks Yard, I guess. I'm looking at a 40-foot trailer that won't fit in the shop, 14-foot boat, and a Peterbilt. What are we doing?
Yeah, garage is like spreads out into the yard around here.
That's gonna be a fun episode. We are going to clean up that patina the best we can, try to get the big chunks off, put some adhesion promoter down, and then some clear coat. We're doing that because we have a trip coming up in a little less than 4 months. We have to be in Wisconsin, Iowa with this truck. I know you guys want it painted, and I do too. I think Emily is slowly getting on board with the painting it thing, maybe. But for now, we have to do this because we gotta go. We have lots of projects, have to get stuff done, and old girl's gonna roll just like she is.
And we're gonna have this truck for years and years and years. And just like all of our projects, they're constantly getting better. Nothing around here is ever just done. It's like there's always a list. And so doing a full restoration on this truck will happen someday. But right now, we just want to get it on the road and we want to make it look loved and cared for because it is. So I'm really excited to embrace the patina for a little while on it. Giant thanks to our friends at CRC. They're making this build possible. They help you guys get this free entertainment. It costs a lot of money to build stuff. As you guys know, that build stuff in your shop and garage and big truck parts are not cheap, turns out. So we cannot thank CRC enough. We would not be able to do like weekly videos and have constant updates if we were scrambling on funds. So CRC makes it all possible, so hope you guys show them lots of love and support. I think we should do the less words, more work thing and get to it.
Less words, more work. Yeah, those dents are just a little bit too big to leave, so we're gonna try to straighten them out a little bit. These fenders are probably going away once we restore the truck, but for now we just got to get it better. That metal's very hard, it doesn't want to move.
That's looking much better, Aaron. He's got some really cool new lights for these fenders.
They're bullet lights.
Bullet lights.
I think they call them watermelon lights.
I like bullet better.
I see. That's why I called it that.
Yes. So cool. I can see watermelon, okay. But bullet, yeah. So cool.
Oh my god, we have a little sprout.
That is so funny. What in the world? I'm leaving that guy there for now. Aaron looked online and the internet told him that Dawn dish soap, washing the truck with Dawn dish soap would clean off all the contaminants before we move to the next stage. So that's what we are about to do. A little wash for that hood. So while Aaron rinses that, here's what my Scotch-Brite was getting off. So this was the main goal. We really wanted to get the big chunks of paint off to where we had patina there, but a smoother surface and not have any chunks. So hopefully this Scotch-Brite's doing its job there and getting off contaminants, and clearly it's getting the chunks of paint off, which is really good. Way too loose to leave.
So I've done a lot of research, and it is a no-no to put paint directly on aluminum. We're aware of that. We know that it could possibly corrode underneath there and cause us problems in the future, but the reality with the truck right now is it needs to be finished stripped before we paint it. So when we get to that point, we'll just strip off the clear if we choose to do that. So I got on Summit's website and I found adhesion promoter. It says you can use it with metal, says it'll work with clear coat, This is typically something you would use for like plastic. If you got some outdoor furniture or something that you want paint to stick to, you'd use this. It's just a binder that makes it work. The other thing we're doing is we got a brand new spray rig. This is a Harbor Freight Black Widow. I've seen a lot of dudes on YouTube use it, and they're like, hey, if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you want professional quality, this is the gun to get. It's kind of like an interim. I think it was $100 and something bucks. And I finally switched to these cans that are way better. If you've seen of our old videos, I've always got like a rag or a glove on top of here so that paint doesn't spill out. This one's actually got a collapsible container in there. So it doesn't need to be ventilated. It just collapses that thing, and then you just pop a new one on. So we're excited about that. We'll get this adhesion promoter on there, and then we're just going to go with the typical clear coat that you would have for a car. Ours is fairly good quality. It's actually the paint we were going to use on the 57, that we are going to use on the 57. But because this week we got a little bit of time to work on the Peterbilt, we're just going to use what we have. We'll show you that. It's just something I got online. We're excited to get this stuff sprayed on after lunch and get some clear on this thing. Hopefully the patina looks shiny and pretty. So Emily's at the gym this morning. I got here earlier, did some taping off. She's got the plastic in the Bronco that I've got to tape the bumper off with. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I already wiped it down with wax and grease remover, and I'm putting that adhesion promoter on it. Think of that like your tack coat, when you do a really light coat on it, just to make the paint and the metal kind of bind each other. I think that's gonna be our best chance of getting this clear to stick on that bare metal. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray that on, and hopefully when she gets here, we can tape the rest of it off and actually get some clear laid on. I'm gonna let her do that today, I think. She seems to be a little bit lighter handed with the gun. I tend to get more runs. I'm gonna do my part. She'll be here in a minute. That stuff laid on really well. It was super simple. I didn't have any issues with it running. It's almost like it flashes about the time it hits the panel. As you can probably see, the wind blowing a lot of the material away. So we're gonna battle that today, but you know what? We've only got a little bit of time. We headed out of town on Friday, and we need to get this done. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Alrighty, Aaron's about to mix up our clear. I'm really excited. We were just walking around the truck, and y'all, the wind has picked up a ton. So that's gonna make things interesting, but this is a backyard paint job, literal backyard paint job. So thankfully it's just clear, and we're gonna do plenty of coats so we can wet sand it and if there's runs and stuff. So I'm gonna have fun with it. That's the main goal. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay, it's 2 parts clear, 1 part of this activator. So I'm gonna attempt to pour out 2 cups here.
Nice.
And then pour this up to 3 cups.
Smells so good.
I know.
Should get us our first coat.
Yep, if the wind doesn't blow it all away. We decided not to tape off that front bumper. I want a new bumper anyways. I don't like that style, and it's bent pretty bad on the passenger side. So we'll go ahead and tape the grill off. And then Emily's just gonna get out there and spray till she just can't spray anymore.
Feels good.
Yeah, it's a nice gun.
It is. It's so awesome. Okay. It's all looking nice and thick. Well, not thick, but I think it looks pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only saw one area that looked too thin up there, and I got that.
Cool.
I think I'll move on to this.
Sounds good.
Like the texture of the patina right there. That was the first moment when I sprayed that down with water and I was like, I want to see that cleared. It's so cool. Okay, first coat done.
Yep.
All right, time for round 2. I'm so happy with that.
Yeah. Maybe get some more paint before you start on that. Probably better. Then we'll do one more coat on the hood and that's it for the hood. It's just taking the clear really well.
It did. It looks really pretty.
I mean, I'm seeing dents I didn't know was in it.
Yeah. There's
That
one
means you got it shiny.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. But yeah, look at that.
I mean, just
Clear.
look at the contrast of the cab back
It
there.
looks so pretty. I know it's not everybody's style of pretty, but I think it's neat. Time to take the breather off to prep the cab for paint.
Paint? Really?
Clear as paint, right?
Oh.
Aaron was just staring meanly at these downpipe bolts. So rusty and gross. He said they're usually seized. So I went and got us some knockerless. We're gonna spray some on there and let it sit for a little bit. Say a little prayer. Say a little prayer for you. Wow.
Or knocker loose.
My song. I sung that a song.
Oh, good.
I think it's me and the knocker loose. I don't think luck exists.
Yeah, that's true.
Feel that falling down.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Your turn.
Love it. What did I do wrong?
Well, those are just super tight. Well, I guess you didn't sing to that one.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, dang it, I didn't. I didn't sing to it.
That's what happened.
Oh, my goodness. Nice, dude.
See what it sounds.
Love it. Oh my gosh. That sounded really neat. Super gnarly. This is pretty wild. I can't believe it. It's really pretty. Y'all. Like, that's freaking cool. Aaron is using like paint thinner in a can because he does not like this white spray paint that somehow ended up on this door, and I agree with him. It looks out of place and it looks like vandalism. So he's trying to remove it, and he's getting down to the aluminum, which is better than the white paint. So that's kind of a good little art project there. Aaron just had a really good idea. He's like, I gotta see what the lights look like on this fender. It's so cool, dude.
I like this better than the original ones.
Yeah, me too.
Time to shut the hood.
We are so excited with the progress. tomorrow you will see more clear go on this truck, and we are so stoked for that. See y'all tomorrow. It's a new day. We are out here taping stuff off. I'm getting ready to tape up the windows, and this cab and sleeper are going to see clear today. Oh my gosh. This wind.
It's supposed to be gusting 35 today.
Oh my.
That's just the way she goes. Sometimes we don't get episodes out like we want, and this is why. It's been crazy stormy around here for, I mean, the last month at least. And so we'll take the wind. You know, it's the lesser of the evils. We were just sitting down discussing painting it and kind of getting our plan together, and a huge gust of wind hit us and knocked us out of our chair. It wasn't that bad, but it was enough to where we didn't want to paint. So we went to the other side of the shop, and the shop actually blocks the wind. So we're going to take some of the taping off and drive it around the other side of the shop, as long as it doesn't get stuck in the yard. See my new shift knob?
That's snazzy.
I like it.
I have just finished wax and grease removing rather loosely. We are doing an outdoor paint job underneath trees, so I wasn't super thorough with my job there. But at least I got the top layer off. We're using this beautiful rollover Suburban, which is technically the kids' because it's her chassis for her Dreamsicle C10 build. But we're using that as our workbench here. So we're gonna just bang this out, y'all. The cab and the sleeper get clear today, and then we get to see this thing looking snazzy like this.
Yep, and if there's any moments left of the day after this is cured, we might put a visor back on.
That'd be awesome.
Who knows?
Much better ladder. Sturdy. Yay, got that done. Now we let that stuff dry. It's seeming to spray on pretty good. It's definitely like a giant canvas. Like, especially spraying clear, it's hard to, when you look at it, it's hard to remember where you were. So I'm definitely getting some practice in spraying a big canvas, but I think it's going on pretty good. And it's nice not to have a lot of stress about being perfect.
Yeah, you know, what we're doing right now is just really, really good to get you used to the gun.
Yeah, I really like the performance of the gun.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, get your practice, because when we lay paint on this car behind me, you do not want to be shaky and doubting ourselves.
No. I am halfway through the second coat, so he's mixing me up some more clear. I will be finishing the sleeper, then the passenger side of the cab. And are we doing a third coat?
Depends on if we think we need it.
Yeah, we'll just kind of make an assessment after the second coat. It seems to me like it's going on nice and thick, so I don't know that we'll need a third coat, but we'll show y'all and make a decision after I finish the second coat. So it's good stuff. So nice.
God, this system should have had it a long time ago.
All right, we've been walking around this dang truck and we really feel like it has a good amount of clear on it. So we're calling it good at 2 good coats. It's really reflective and pretty. Like, I wouldn't say it's like a really, really deep clear, but it's got the look that we're wanting. Like, look at that reflection. It's awesome. So I think that that's gonna do what we want it to do. And we're gonna pull this masking tape off and then go grab the air filter from the other side of the shop and reinstall that. We're stoked about it. Getting practiced at crawling up on this here 3406. Done. Wow. It looks amazing. So we had someone reach out on Instagram and say that they had something for a 359 Pete that they wanted to drop off for us. So we're about to go grab that certain thing and see if we can make it work on the truck. Huge shout out to you, bud, for reaching out. It's just awesome. Oh, dude. No way. We also had a fan send us this. Super giant thanks. Super sweet thank you card too came with it. Oh my gosh. This looks so beautiful.
I like it.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yep.
Hello there, it's a new day. After much deliberation on the brow, we need to cut off the old brackets for the factory brow, and we're going to use the brackets that were provided with that brow. So Aaron just went to go get a grinder to cut a cutoff wheel to cut the old brackets off. The kid is here. We were just getting a rundown of the day from the boss man as to what our plan is, because we are wrapping a Peterbilt episode and then we're jumping right into another Buster the Benz episode because we are leaving for Colorado to go snowboarding. This is going to be a really, really fun cross-country road trip adventure. And if I'm sure that when you watch this, if you watch it right away, it'll be like maybe a week or a few days until the Buster episode comes out, but you'll have to check that out because we're going to have some fun. Oh, Mom's here too. Hey, Mom. Hi. Yeah, anyway, get to work. I was just critiquing the texture on this clear. Now that it's dry, I'm just like looking at it real close. Yeah, you can see from this angle. We had some, what Aaron's called solvent pop. It's just kind of like weird texture. Maybe I didn't get enough of that, what did you call it, Aaron?
Adhesion promoter.
The adhesion promoter. Maybe I didn't get that thick enough on the aluminum. But it's got texture and I'm like, I can't expect it to be perfect. And I was trying to have fun and not worry about making it perfect, so I just need to stay with that. And it's shiny, it's just got texture. Okay, Aaron's got his cutoff wheel and he's about to send some sparks flying. We're gonna go grab hardware and we'll be back and it'll be time to pop this thing in place. How many votes for the Case tractor revival? That was Aaron's granddad's tractor.
Yep, he bought that new. And my whole life it just sat in the yard because he had gotten older and not very healthy. Then about 15 years ago, I fixed it, put it back, got it running, we used it in the garden. And then the engine went out. So I'm thinking like a 2-cylinder Yanmar diesel, something like that. Be kind of cool.
I love stuff like that. Just sits there waiting, you know? Aaron's getting those last bolts tightened. And I'm gonna go grab the breather to install on this side. Your dog rolled in grass.
Oh boy.
He's covered in grass.
He's a dog.
I guess so. He's got his hardware tight. The only step that's waiting is to pull the sticky cover off.
Yep, that's up to you.
You're giving that to me?
Yep.
You did all the work of installing it.
That's okay.
Oh my gosh. Finley, this is the best part, dude.
Black chrome.
Whoa. Guess I was putting a little too much body weight into that pull. It looks so pretty. I can get that sticky off.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going good. I got this one installed.
Okay.
It's going very good. And then I tried to get that one on back there, but then my brain couldn't handle it anymore, so I took a break.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do.
Yeah,
Well, we're about done with the Peterbilt, so we'll be over here helping you in just a minute.
that's awesome.
I can't help it. I'm obsessed with Brakleen. This is not what it was built for, but watch. Sticky stuff just says peace. Crazy. Man, once the grill is fully polished,
Mm-hmm.
and then you look up over and see the polished brow, and
Yeah.
the mirrors are going to be all polished, and the stacks. Oh
Yeah,
my
we have to
gosh.
get new mirrors, and we're going to get new horns up there. We'll probably keep the old lights. We have new lenses for them, but we kind of like how they blend into the truck for right now. But I do want my mirror brackets brand new because that's the only way you can see behind you. So we'll get some of those on order. But I'm pretty happy with it right now. It looks good for what it is,
I think it looks awesome, especially
which
on
is junk.
It's not junk, especially on the passenger side where the patina is like super cool. Oh my gosh.
It is looking a lot better.
I gotta give this breather a little cleaning, and then it's time for a beauty montage.
You know what they say, you can't polish a turd, but they didn't say you can't clear coat one.
This truck is so awesome. The moment we pulled up and saw it in Aaron's dad's yard, I was like, I love that truck. And for me, it was because it didn't have that just faded old, you know, paint job that every Peterbilt has that I see out at their shop. It's because it had this crazy looking half stripped patina. And whenever I told Aaron that, he was like, well, that's my favorite year model, and it's the year I was born. I want that truck. And I'm like, well, can we buy it? It's just so cool that we bought this thing for $5 grand, got it running. They thought it was locked up. It really wasn't. And drove it down the road, and it's got some new parts on it already. And then we cleared it. And for me, like, I am obsessed with the clear coat. I'm really excited to see what you guys think about it. I know eventually we will restore this, and we will tear the whole thing down and really give it what it deserves as far as being restored to its original glory, or even better. But the goal for us right now is to have a truck that we can use. And I think one of the coolest things about it is it has the name Optimus Grime. So rolling down the road and having that vibe to it makes sense. Like, having it be perfectly restored right now wouldn't make sense for the name and the whole character, and buying it for cheap and getting it running, and I just love it.
Yeah, you know, I've met so many people, and I've been guilty of it myself. You get a project, tear it completely down to the frame, trying to do everything perfect, and you basically end up with a pile of parts. And, you know, luckily Emily and I almost always get to them, but sometimes it takes a long time. This one, the goal was get it running, get it mechanically sound, and then use it, because we have so many other projects. When it gets paint, the time will be right. We'll be able to take our time, make it perfect. This old aluminum's hard to straighten out. So that time is not now. The time now is get in this truck, hook up the trailer, come see you guys out on the road, do some fun stuff with it. And we're slowly accomplishing that. We're pretty excited about it.
The first destination, as Aaron mentioned in the beginning of the video, is Iola, Wisconsin for the Iola Car Show. It is one of the largest swap meet and car shows that there is in the United States and probably the world. And it is such a great time. If you guys have never been, make the trek and come see us. We're gonna have the truck there. The 40-foot trailer will enclose Garfield the truck and a bunch of merch. And we've been doing coverage of that event for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
And Vice Grip Garage, Derek and Jessica and the boys have come the last 2 years and loved it. And it's just a really, really neat event. This year, I believe Stacy David is gonna be there signing autographs. So there's a lot of us content creators that are gonna be there, and we would love to see y'all. Make a trip of it, make a plan, and you can see the truck. But we're actually gonna have it at a lot of events this year. That's the goal, at least.
Yep.
We are so thankful to CRC for getting behind this build. As we mentioned in the beginning of the video, it really helps to have brands jump on board and make these builds possible for us. This is what we do for our job. We have no other source of income other than making you guys videos. So to have companies get behind us means so very much. Not to mention we love the product. So be sure to show them some love and support if you enjoy these videos. And we cannot wait to see y'all on the next episode.
But I mean, look at it.